Hello, witches. It's Strigabella. I wanted to do kind of a follow-up video talking about the topic I was talking about the other day, to do with dark moon mysteries and doing shadow work. Hi, baby. And to also point out that in psychology today, those issues are very relevant in the way that psychologists do work helping people work out past traumas and things that are repressed memories and getting in touch with the inner child and all that kind of stuff. In the past, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung were kind of the first the first psychologists to delve into that kind of a realm of, Freud had some crazy ideas regarding sexuality and stuff that back then were considered way over the top. But a lot of what he said about dream work and that things that we see in our dreams, images, can be representations of things in the subconscious. And he really was on the right track with that. And Carl Jung, with his theory of the collective unconscious, now in modern psychology, we're really starting to understand how that works and why, and that there is some truth to those theories. One of the basic tenets of witchcraft is usually a belief in reincarnation. But the thing about reincarnation is that it doesn't necessarily mean that we're born, like our individual soul is born again and again and again, necessarily. Some people do believe that, but reincarnation can also be kind of, some people believe, within a family tree. In Jewish mysticism, or not even just mysticism, I believe like all Jewish traditions believe in this idea that your children and your grandchildren, I believe they're called the Kaddish, or Kiddush, will remember. Those will be the ones that remember. And, in the old days, the old times, that kind of stuff had to be taken simply on faith. But now, modern science and psychology and so forth have proven that there is truth to that in our genetics, in our genes. There's just so much information that is in the esoteric and occult teachings and philosophies, belief systems, that now is being proven by science. So things that were once just solely for the spiritual realm now are being shown to be truthful. A lot of Hebrew beliefs are now being shown to have truth in the actual physical world, in science. There's some really interesting videos and books on those topics, like how the flower of life, the tree of life, and how the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet are actually just a flame, one tongue of fire turned in different ways. And if you look at the way our DNA looks, and the fact that we have, I believe, the 23 chromosomes, that it correlates to the Hebrew alphabet. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but if I had the relative information, I'd tell you exactly what it is. But that's like a whole video topic on its own, the whole connection with science and our DNA. And I have a book on it, about how God, his name is actually written in our DNA as well as the DNA of all life forms. Anything that's a living organism has basically the name of God in it. But anyway, I'm getting so off topic. Anyway, I just wanted to, all that to say that now within psychology and spirituality are really kind of starting to walk hand in hand. People are doing past life regression work under hypnosis. Hypnosis is basically the same thing that we do in witchcraft. It's getting into that altered mind state, understanding the different levels of consciousness and unconsciousness, alpha, beta, and all of that. Our minds being active in our dream state and accessing our brain in a way that would appear that we're awake and functioning. So all of that stuff is really interesting. And so when we're talking about doing dark moon mystery work and all of that, people who may be just beginning on the path of witchcraft or might not even be into witchcraft at all, can feel rest assured that this isn't just in the realm of spirituality. There's scientific basis on getting in touch with that deep subconscious, that inner repressed information that taps into energy. There's even hospitals now that are starting to have kind of a more holistic approach to healthcare, realizing that we're not just a body, that we are a total being. We're a spirit, a soul, a mind, a body, consciousness, and there's some hospitals that have people working there to work with the whole person. You're not just getting treatment from a doctor. You also have a psychologist or clergy person, somebody working with the entire person and the entire process of healing from illness. And it's just amazing how much more effective people's healing process can be when it's taken from that approach, where the person is treated not just like a body needing medicine, but when your spirit and your mind is actively involved in the healing process, through prayer, meditation, or whatever your belief system is, tapping into that extra aspect of the senses that we don't, beyond just the five senses, that is just as real and just as effective as working at the physical level. In fact, some people might say it's even more so, because from the realm of believing that we were created with a plan and a purpose and all of that kind of stuff, really the body, the material, the manifest of the physical reality actually came from a thought and a plan. The will of the Creator being put into motion. So hopefully this wasn't too deep or too philosophical for you guys, but I just thought I would touch a little bit more on this whole deeper mystery thing, just to explain for those of you who aren't necessarily witches or pagans or spiritual people that there is truth to this from a scientific, academic, medical perspective as well. So all of us can benefit from delving into past experiences that were painful, harmful, traumatic, or whatever. We can all benefit from processing those things and learning from them. Even if you have no big major issues in your past, it's always good to work on being better, growing stronger, and more knowledgeable. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and blessed be. Bye.